everybody. Welcome to another exciting episode of Javier in the Air. For those of you who have just seen me starting now, welcome. For those of you who have been here before, welcome back. I did have a little faux pas. I was not able to get out the normal episode last week due to the Super Bowl and other unforeseen circumstances. So I'm doing it this week. So we're now, our new every other week is going to start this week. So welcome to episode 3 of season 7. I hope you've been enjoying it so far this year. Please let me know if you have or you have not. I'd like feedback either way. Let me know if there's anything you want to see, anything that is different, anything you'd like for me to add, and I will do my best to do it. So we're going to do another exciting episode. We're gonna have our trash in the hood. Well, we have 3 weeks worth, so it's gonna be quite filling. We have our Zen Moment. We're going to have our Jav-A Beans, and we're going to have our SpiritTime. So hopefully we can get all that in and still get it done in about 30 minutes. It might be a little bit longer due to the fact that I skipped a week. So we're going to go ahead and go for it, and we're going to go ahead and start now with our Trash in the Hood. Dark Frog Social Media presents Trash in the Hood, weeks 181 to 183. Hey everybody, welcome to week 181, day 4. So this was out in, well, I wasn't going to say straight out, but you can tell by the map that it's not. We did get about 2.44 miles in though, and so we did find a lot of junk. So here we are, we found a big old cardboard box that was full of styrofoam, so we got rid of the styrofoam in the trash because you can't recycle it, and here's the rest of it. So a lot of soda bottles and beverage cups and everything. We were along El Salito, and we did all the way make it up to Cypress Creek. So we did find quite a lot of junk, some car parts and all that. And then we found a whopping 162 cigarette butts. It was crazy. So this is week 182, which is the 3.5-year mark, by the way, day 2. 2.34 miles. We went out and about. You can see the map. We did a little bit of a craziness, and then we found an apple cider vinegar container, like a gallon jug, a bunch of water bottles, a bunch of beverage cups, some crushed soda cans, lots and lots of bits and pieces of paper and plastic and metal, and bits of plastic bags and tape and big chunks of stuff. And then we did find, I think this one was like 120, 130 cigarette butts. It was another crazy day. So day 3, 182, this is 2.45 miles. This one is a little bit one of the ones I like to do, which is to go down El Salito on the other side of 620 and then go across to Anderson Mill and cut up Anderson Mill and come back. So because I was on Anderson Mill, I found these 2 different car hubcap wheel covers, and they're not really, I guess they're hubcaps, but not really. So, and then a lot of paper and plastic and food bags and all that sort of nonsense. And then I found a drill right there, just off center on the right hand side. You see a drill, and then about 80 cigarette butts. So the drill actually had a charger with it too, so it's now mine. Day 1 of week 183 was 2.23 miles. This one was just where we go behind the elementary school and then back up El Salito. So here, there wasn't that much this time. I was quite surprised. We did find some like noodles that you use for around faucets, outdoor faucets. You see that to the left, and then a football. It looks like the bladder of a football, and lots of paper and receipts and that sort of thing. And then a vape pen, which was the first time in quite a while that I found an actual vape pen. And then it was about 31 cigarette butts. And so day 3, got about 1 3/4 mile. I wasn't really feeling that great. Plus, not to mention what I found made it really, really heavy for this route. So it was up and down, 620, and then down El Salito and back and forth. So if you see that in the back at the top right, there is a stick, but underneath the stick is a Skittles, Chewy Skittles display case that I actually found on the sidewalk. I couldn't believe it myself. It was on the sidewalk itself. I was like, that's ridiculous. But I found it along with some bottles and soda water bottles and beverage containers and a lot of maybe only about 40 or 50 cigarette butts. But it was quite an eventful day, and that's why I didn't get to go as far because it got really heavy with that display case. Okay, and there you have it. So, and congratulations to moi. I have been doing the picking up trash and walking now in my neighborhoods and then sometimes in the Takashida's neighborhood for about 3.5 years now. So I've been documenting this for about 3.5 years. As you know, this is season 7 of Javier in the Air, so I've been doing the show a little bit longer than I do in the trash bit, but it's come in really handy. I've really appreciated everybody who's given me the thumbs up and the honking of the horns, and you're doing a good job. It keeps me accountable both ways. One, it keeps me accountable to pick up trash in my neighborhood to make it seem a little bit brighter and nicer and cleaner than it was in the past. And also keeps me accountable to go out and walk. Now, the past couple of months I haven't walked as much as I wanted to, but I need to start changing that and go back to walking at least 3 times a week, if not more. And so it's been good 3.5 years. Looking forward to the next 6 months. I've been doing something for since January, and I will see what I'm going to do with it. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it, but it will be displayed by the end of the year, and so I will keep you apprised of that situation. So let's go ahead and go now. I found something, well, I didn't find something. I saw something and I thought this would be really cool to take a picture of and turn it into our Zen moment. So here is our Zen moment for today. Okay, and there you have it from our Zen moment. So if you want to see, or if you want to figure out what those 2 pictures are, the third picture is just a animated GIF that I pulled off from online, but the pictures that look exactly the same, they're taken from almost the same spot. you want to try to figure out where I'm taking that from, feel free to shoot me a message either on here at Javier in the Air or at my Facebook account or my Instagram or my text, or give me a call or send me a Morse code. However you know how to get a hold of me, get a hold of me, and I will let you know whether you're right or wrong. Okay, so the past 3 weeks have been kind of crazy for myself and for everyone, work-wise and Super Bowl-wise. If you watched it, which I did not, I did watch the highlights of the Bad Bunny, and I did watch the commercials. So for those of you who actually watched the game, good for you. For those of you who liked the commercials, there was some that I didn't laugh out loud. Let's put it that way. On any of them, there was a couple that were okay, but they weren't as fantastic as they've been in the past. And a lot of them seem to have some of the same people in it, like again and again. So that kind of made it like, And so let me know what your thoughts were about the commercials and which one maybe was your favorite. So maybe I'll go back and take a look at it and see if maybe it was a good one after all. The halftime show, the highlights I saw seemed to be really good. Now, before I don't get into anything political, but I will say this. I'm not the best Spanish speaker, and a lot of people will attest to that. But I was able to figure it out, and if you just listen, if you don't understand the words, just listen to the music. It was pretty good, pretty good. So, and if you look back and take a look at things, you'll see that there's a lot of non-Americans who actually who did the halftime show, and this one was an American. So, for those of you who may have been freaking out. So there you have it. So now we're going to go into our... let's see. Let's go into our Jav-A Beans out at Qahwah, and let's take a look. Okay, so unfortunately for everyone, the audio did not come through very well. So here I am out at Qahwah, off of Parma Road. And this is a fantastic coffee tea place that we found, and we went to it. And as you see there, it has this really cool. If you order the larger of the two orders, which is the 20 ounce, you get, and you are in house, you get this cool teapot, which has, I ordered Keisha, which is actually kind of a pseudo between coffee and tea. The debate's still kind of out on that, because what it uses is the husks of the coffee cherry that the coffee bean is found around, and then it grinds those up and then it roasts them like it would a regular coffee bean. So it turned out real nice. So I had a break here because it was really hot and I had to wait for it to cool down a bit. But it was really, really good. And I know some people are probably going to complain that this is more of a tea than a coffee, and you're more than welcome to have a discussion with me on that, maybe over there while we have some Keisha. And it was really fantastic. So I had to give this 4 Jav-A Beans for the first time that I tried it, and this was Keisha out at Qahwah House. Really, really good. Okay, so that was Qahwah House. So if you have a mom and pop business that has coffee or tea, but I'm really going for coffee, as this is Jav-A Beans. But again, you can have a discussion about that last one, whether it was actually truly a coffee or a tea. But if you have a mom and pop place that has that, and or pastries, and you're really proud of what you've made, be sure and drop me a line, and me and my friends will go out there one morning and we'll have some coffee and or tea. So we've been having a lot of good stuff. You saw there Qahwah. There is also Lumi that we had the week before. Been to Slackers a couple of times already. Of course, Mojo, and I'm going to be getting more and more places. They seem to be popping up more and more. So not only is it the coffee houses that I'm looking at, but also if you have restaurant as well that has really good coffee. So the key ingredient, for the most part, since it is Jav-A Beans, is coffee. But maybe I'll do one also for tea, a straight tea segment as well. Maybe I'll do that at the end or at the half of the season, or maybe I'll do that for the next season. So we'll see. But either way, it doesn't mean I'm not going to drink it. It just means I may not have it on this show. So if you'd like to join me for coffee and have Java with Hava, just made that up. Thank you very much. Copyright trademark 2026. Then feel free to drop me a line and we can go out and have some. I will take you to a couple of places that I know that I think you may like. And if you know of a couple of places, we can go there as well. So we can maybe hit 1, 2, oh hell, maybe even 3 if we get caffeinated enough in one thing, and we can do some talking and just discuss about things in life. So think about it. Let me know if you're interested. And now we are going to go to the last segment of this show, which is Spirit Time. So let's go. And actually, I see by the clock we're doing really good. So fantastic. So let's get our Spirit Time going. Okay, I still have the glasses on as I need to be able to read the beer. So here we are with our Chessie's Oktoberfest. This is a seasonal lager. I know we're out of the season, but it's still in Javier's fridge, so it's still up for drinking. That's the rule. And this is actually the last one. I'll be going out to the boutique again today. Scott, if you're there, hopefully you are. Brother Rob and I need to hang out, talk some business, the business of drinking. So we'll be drinking out there today. So here's Chessie's Oktoberfest, and you can see there's the long ship, Viking ship right there. Let's see what it says. This is a seasonal lager, 5.5% alcohol by volume, or ABV as I know it. This is brewed by the RAR Brewing in Cambridge, Maryland. That's interesting. MD's Maryland, so yeah. RAR Brewing. They may not go RAR. It may be just RAR Brewing, so I apologize for that. It's a really cool can. I like the checkered on there like you would if you were doing a shield. All right, opened it up. Good sign. Let me get my last stand. Good old drinking. Let me see if I can hold it better so you can see. There you go. I can fit a full can in here. Yes, I can. So there you go. There you have it. A little dark for... I don't think I can get it close enough. A little dark for the camera, but this is a little bit lighter in my eyes, and I'm looking at it right here. Golden color. It is a lager, so I expected it to be that way. A little bit of head on top. Nice aroma to it. Let's go ahead and just get to it. Really good. Definitely reminiscent of Oktoberfest. It's got that feel to it. It's definitely a seasonal lager. Not too far out. I know some people and some beer drinkers and some brewers will probably get upset that I waited so long to drink this one. But it's still good and I still like it. So really good. I think this would go well with, say, a bratwurst. Maybe some cheese and crackers. Have a charcuterie around, a couple of these to hand out to your friends. Maybe some nice fresh fruit. I'm not a big drinker of or combo of fruit and beer, unless it's fruit beer. So I would probably just have like cheese and crackers and maybe some salami or, like I said, some brats. And I think would go well with this. Excuse me. So I'm going to say this is really good. So going to pause for a moment before we end the Spirit Times and say that I'm going to be picking up some more beer, like I mentioned before. But if you have a particular beer that you just are, say it's one of the best beers you've ever had in your life, and you haven't seen me do it, I've had a lot of beers, and that's how I started this show. So I probably am close to, I'd say, over 200 different types or different names of beer, and dozens of different types of beer. And so, but if there's a beer that you haven't seen me taste and you want to put it on, you want me to put it on the show, or you'd like to come on the show and discuss it with me as we drink it, by all means, please feel free to reach out to me, and I'll get you on the show. So back to RAR Brewing. Definitely good. I am gonna give that. Remember, for Spirit Time, we rate things from 1 to 10 thumbs up. I am going to give that 7 thumbs up. That's right, 7 thumbs up. So, like I said, if you haven't tried it before, Chessie's Oktoberfest, it's a seasonal lager, so you wouldn't be able to find it right now. But come close to that time again, and you'll be able to see it. So, there you have it. At Spirit Time. And there you have it, everyone. So that is our episode for the week, actually for the 3 weeks. I apologize once again for missing a week, but I know due to the overwhelming odds of my show being watched over the Super Bowl, I had a feeling it wasn't going to be me. So skipped it for this week. So I hope you are watching it today. Hope you have enjoyed it. If you like anything you see or you saw, please let me know. If you want to see something on the show, let me know as well. If you'd like to be on the show, definitely let me know. I have plenty of room here in my studio so that we can get one going and have a good show and get something together. Probably take a couple of shows if the discussion goes on and on, like I hope it will. Like it did for our October pumpkin tasting event that we did. So, anyway, if you are a fan of the show and you'd like to see something else, just let me know. If you're not a fan of the show but you'd like to be, let me know as well. So have a good rest of your week, or actually your week. For me, my week starts on Monday, so I will be heading into the office tomorrow. So if you are starting your week tomorrow, then have a good rest of your week. If you are out on vacation, fantastic. If there's a place that you'd like to see me at, let me know, either a beer show or a convention of some sort, something that you'd like to see this show, Javier In the Air, out there doing, let me know as well. All right, so I will talk to everyone again in 2 weeks. Have a good one, everybody.